Peter Considine down there, the ground announcer. We're back live now at Becknell Field for the 1980 Under-18 Grand Final. Beautiful day here, and Berala with a lead of 8 points to 4 at half time. If we look around, we can see a number of cars coming in now. But there are other games that are on here today. Quite a big crowd will be here by the last game of the day. A portion of the crowd starting to build up. And over here on the hillside, quite a few people starting to get into their tinnies as the Benedict congregation start to get there. We just have up on the back up here the Neils, Alan Neil, the Western Suburbs first grade halfback. Younger brother Michael there. Quite a few of the Berala supporters there. Waiting now for the second part of this game to commence. And the 9, a few Berala supporters yelling out in the background now. I think we might have to just catch them on the camera. Down there. So yeah, something like that, Mr. Collins. Oh yes, and we've got the old timer himself. Take his cap off and we'll get reflections up here straight away. Becknell Field, half-time entertainment by the Berala supporters on the fence. Game just about to commence now. Referee Collins blows his whistle for time on. Second half now of the Under-18 1980 Grand Final. Berala with a lead of 8 points to 4. Something may have gone wrong up there, as referee Collins is about to call time on and take the kick. Okay, that's on. That's kicked well deep into Berala territory. Well taken there by Chris George. Brings it up to his 22-metre line. Oh, and he loses the ball and the scrum to pack down. Now it's a Holman ball. Here we go. Berala forward there, all up together in the fence. Steve Carmichael, one of the Holman players there, having a few words to say to each other. Carmichael out here, and Captain Craig Neal to settle it down at the start of the second half. Carmichael doesn't seem to be too happy with what the referee's saying there. Penalty will go to Holman. No, the penalty has gone to Berala, but oh no, sorry, gone to Holman. Gone to Holman. Kicking distance. Now they take the tap. Back up through the forward. The Berala forwards come up there again. Brisby and Carmichael. Styles. Holman on the attack. Then that's all they can pull past. It's a Berala ball. Picked up by Beattie. Tackle one. Berala now. Steve Carmichael. Oh yes, an offside by chance, and well inside the 5, well inside the 5. Craig Neal, kick for the line. The ball makes a gain of about 5 metres. To Brisbane. Brisbane runs across field, he breaks through 2 tacklers, 3 tacklers, he's still going. He breaks play now up over the halfway. Very powerful run by Brisbane. Out to Neil. Out to Steve Carmichael running wide. He breaks through 1 tackler, 2 tacklers, and they come in and put him down now. Berala on the attack. 28 metres out from the Holman line. David sees straight through the gap. He's split him up the middle. Oh, and he had Brownie on the outside of him if he could only get the pass away. Berala now on the attack, well into the 22 metre area of the Holman side. Centre field. Penalty to Holman, penalty to Holman. Berala player holding the tackler, it appears, as a ruling there. Oh, and obviously we'll kick for the line here. Now they take the tap. The dummy out wide. Oh, almost a head-high tackle over there. Referee rules over the shoulder. Holman trying to bring the ball out from their own line. Oh, and Chant knocks it on, and Berala got regained possession now. 15 metres out from the Holman line. Carmichael goes the blind. To the Davis, out to George, out to Neil, out to Robbins. He steps back inside. Held. He's lost the ball. Holman now in possession to bring it out their own line. Running across field. Running it out wide. Obviously between the Pat and the Holman from the half-time break, they've been told to spin the ball wide when they get it. Referee's calling for him to keep those tackles down. Holman on the attack. Beast comes in over the top and puts him down. And play the ball back. Smith kicks. Good kick. It takes the play well down almost to the Berala line. Peter Richards goes for the ball. He misses it. He picks it up. He just brings it into play. Oh, very poor there. Richards is going down slow. Gets up the whoops. He's hurt or not. Plays the ball. Out to Brown on the wing, and Brown steps it through. Berala now bringing it out, working out through their forwards. Beattie makes a gain there of about 2 metres. Gets up, the referee called held. Held on the Berala back line. Out to Craig Neal. Out to Sanderson it was linking in from the wing. Out on the Berala backs. Craig Neal steps back in field again. He's going through. He brings play now up about 15 metres short of halfway. There's 6 tackles ruled and a scrum to pack down. The replacement going on here. The Holman club. A few of the Berala supporters arriving back here now from the Coca-Cola knockout. I think I see Frank Hardman's car coming in as the scrum packs down. Twelve metres Berala side of halfway with the score remaining at 8 points to 4. So that's what it was, a half-time break. Davidson on the ball off his foot. Chant coming over the top. Davidson to play the ball back to Beat. Beat goes up the blind side, just running hard and straight. It's a heavy fellow to put down, takes a lot of defenders. Beast gets up to play the ball. Out to Davison, at the Neil. Holman club well inside the 5, well inside the 5. Also they're holding a jersey of the player. Craig Neal to take the kick. Takes play now. 10 metres on the Holman side of halfway, with Berala leading by 8 points to 4. This penalty count seems to have evened out a little bit now, after what it was at the half-time break of 6-3 in favour of the Holman club. Beattie takes the tap. On the Chrissy George, charging up through the forwards. George goes out to coming in from the wing now, where you had Sanderson. Oh, and there's a late tackle coming in over the top there. The run around. Back on to Davison. Davison splits him through the centre. He's almost to the line. He's caught short now, about 2 metres out from the line. Berala on the attack. Still 2 tackles to go. Move there, back on to Brisby, and Brisby's over. Yes, and he's over under the post. Oh, and it's been ruled a double movement. Been ruled a double movement there by referee Collins. It was Carmichael it was who went for that try, but it's been ruled a double movement as he went over the line. Holman to take the penalty tap out from the line. They're making an advantage of a little bit of ground away from their line there if they had any sense. Berala got to hold them down here in this area now. It's in the run of a cross field, the Holman fellows. Referee calls held. Holman dummy half goes to blind, close to the line there. And Holman now, they're spinning it across their back line out to Smith. Just not going anywhere, he's heavily tackled there. Steve Carmichael. Tom Robbins came in the tackle. Oh, and a heavy tackle there. Brisby and Carmichael both in there. Out they go along now. Oh yes, and it's off Beef. Goes back. Can't be ruled 6 again, but the tackle counts up. Oh, now it's being ruled 6 again. Who'd come up with the ball here? Holman, I couldn't rule that. They were holding them there. Holman are not getting anywhere out here. They're only about 20 metres out from their own line. Berala's inside the 5 to Berala. Good run there now. Things play up midway on the Holman side of halfway. Out along the blind side again. 2 tackles. At the Smith, he puts the kick over the top. Oh, well taken. Terry Brown, he's having a good little game there today. There's Brisby charging it up through the forwards.
Come on, Mark Styles, get in there.
Craig Neal. Out to Tom Robbins. Tom Robbins back in the field, looking to offload, but he's well tackled now. Brisby goes on his own, straight up through the middle. Play now, about 15 metres into the Holman side of the halfway. Tommy Robbins. And to Craig Neal. Steps back inside the forwards again. He's still going and he's put down now. Steve Carmichael was looking for the ball as he ran off him. And a penalty to Berala here. Penalty to Berala. We might be able to get some results here in a moment of how our under-12s have gone the Coca-Cola knockout. Back on. Berala take the kick now. 22 metres from the Holman line. Ball's being fed in. Reedy takes the tap. On to Sanderson, running straight up into the forwards. It's out of Carmichael, running hard and strong. There's a head high tackle there. And he's been sent from the field. Dan's been sent from the field. This is his 3rd time this season. And the Berala player down over there, I think it was Carmichael. Frank! Frank! Damn. there. Here we just got a result there from Frank Hardman, manager of the Berala under 12, and they got beaten in the first round of the Coca-Cola knockout. Here, talking with Jimmy Andrews, as we've still got a Berala player down, receiving attention on the other side. Bob Bartlett down there attending the Carmichael. Family thrilled. I think Chris George will probably take the tap here, the kick, or was it Craig Neal going to rule that it's a tap? What are they going to do here? No, they're calling for the kick. Chrissy George is taking the kick. George now lining it up. Taking his time. Back he goes. Steadying it. Coming in now. Kicks the ball, it's long and it's up in the air and it's curled and it looks good. No, and it's just flagged away to the side of the post and it's taken there by the Holman player just in field. Holman trying to work the ball out in their own line. Craig Neal in there tackling. Holman ball again as Craig Neal's in there putting him down. Almost a late tackle there. I think it was Styles coming in. Berala picked up the ball here. It's a Berala ball. A loose ball from Holman. Berala picked it up. Down along the back line. Oh yes, and it's out to Brisby. From Brisby throws another wild pass. Very silly pass now. I think there'll be a scrum ruled out of this at Holman. Yes, the scrum will back down. Bit of panic football there. They had the gap. They were all trying to make advantage of it. We hear the Berala under 12 finished up in a 0-0 draw, but it went on penalties or something in the Coca-Cola knockout. Smith to feed the ball. Goes in, it's a Holman ball. The referee's not happy with that scrum. He wants it to back down again. Ball to be fed in again. Oh yes, that was a sloppy one, that one. Davison almost didn't retire behind his scrum either. Oh yes, we have a penalty out of this. Berala not packing down, drop straight in the front row. Kick for the line, brings play up now. 15 metres short of the halfway. Holman now to take the tap. Cut through the forwards there again, straight into the Berala pack. Sanderson in there doing the tackling.
Come on, Berala! Come on, Berala, no penalties!
Holman now on the attack again. Oh, it was almost an offside, and it's got to be ruled a knock on there. I think the offside almost applied first up. Scrum the pack down. 2 metres short of the halfway line. Collins giving a lot of instructions here. The two front rows pack in. Ball goes in. Just the Holman ball. I think Berala hooker striking before the ball in there. The Berala not packing square on in the front row.
What's the old trick, Berala? What's the old trick? They're screwing it!
Bring play now on Berala's side of the halfway. At 8 points to 4. They can't afford to slacken off now, Berala. Calling for a ball. Time out here, not happy with the ball. Holman take the tap. Al on their back line. Got the first determined run we've seen for a Holman player for a while. Elwood plays the ball back, goes around the blind side. Well tackled there by Brisby. Smith at Elwood, charging up Bakos it is, up into the forwards. He's well tackled. Holman on the attack again. They've brought this play now up almost to the Berala 22. It's the fourth tackle. Davis and George are in there. Out on the backs it goes. Bakos running off the edge of the halfback again. Sixth tackle. Bakos have put the kick up. A long kick. Dropped by Berala. He caught behind his own line. Yes, and it'll be a line drop out. Line drop out now.
Get on! Wake up, Berala! Sacco, Smith!
Able to take the drop. It's a long kick. Almost to the halfway. Taken now. Got a hooker from Holman running it up. Or determined run from the forwards there in the Holman club. Berala forwards have got to move up quicker. They're letting them, starting to let them run a bit. There's a kick through. It's picked up by Peter Richards. Peter Richards sprinting it up now, brings up the 22-metre line. He brings out to Terry Brown. Terry Brown's running upfield. He still gets the foot. Oh, and he held that ball very well then. Good work by Terry Brown. At the Neville Rolls. Out to Brisby, charging into the forwards. Settles it down. Gets up to play the ball. Plays the ball. There's a penalty here to Berala. All Holman well within the 5. Berala kick for the line. Craig Neal takes the kick. Takes play now. 10 metres on the Holman side of the halfway. 6 tackles to go. Can they work it for the 6 tackles? Sanderson took the tap. Sprints it straight up. He's made a good gain of about 20 metres there. There's no one running with the player. Good run by Sanderson. Beatty. Out to Craig Neal, almost to the line. Beatty goes, no, Styles was going the blind side on his own. Gets the ball back outside to Carmichael. I think he's lost to a Holman player. No, Berala has got it. The referee has ruled it was forward there in that instance. Scrum to pack down, 5 metres out from the Holman line. Have another replacement coming in now from the Holman club. Scrum to pack down. Smith to feed. Smith to feed. Ball sped in like a second row feed, but Holman will come up with it. Craig Neal puts his opposing 5'8" down. Holman take the tap. There was no marker there from Berala at that stage. Berala forwards coming over the top. Holman to play the ball again. Berala almost inside the 5. There's reverse play back to the blind side. Well tackled there by Carmichael. Out along the back line. Oh, this fella splits through. Tackle there by George and Beatty. The Berala players not moving up to meet him. Tom Robbins is holding in there now. 6 tackle rule, the scrum to pack down. The scrum about 26 metres out from the Holman line. Smith to feed again. To Berala, scrum win to Davison. Davison goes on his own around the edge of the rucks. He's very quick off the mark. It's a game about 10 metres. Brisby into the dummy half position. Goes on his own. No. Elects to throw it to Craig Neal. From Craig Neal out to Tommy Robbins. Tommy Robbins sits through. Leaves the ball behind him. Well picked up there though. I think it was Neville Rolls come in to take that ball. Rolls out to Sanderson. Must be awfully close to the line.
Come on,
Berala now. Back out to Neil. Neil's stepping up there, waiting on him to pass it. He steps back through, draws the men in. Lets the ball go. It's an intercept by Smith, I think it is. Berala lost possession there. Gotta get them back now. They've got to keep them back, drive them back. More work needed from the Berala forwards. No marker again. That's the second time. Holman are not out of this game at this stage. Forward pass rule there and the scrum to pack down. Time out as we have a Holman player down receiving attention. 10 minutes to go in this, the 1980 under-18 grand final. That's 10 minutes to go in this game. Quite a lot of time in. They're calling for a replacement, I think, here. Quite a lot of time delayed here, ladies and gentlemen. The under-18 grand final, we have a Holman player down injured here. They are going to replace him, and must be just about used up all the injury time, I would say, at this stage. As time's back on, with Berala leading by 8 points to 4. Scrum to pack down now. Midway between the 22 and a half. The penalty there for Berala walking off the mark. Needs to be spoken there by the referee. Long kick. Play now up to the halfway. I'm going to take the tap. Berala supporters calling for the Berala players to move up and get them. Berala forwards move up, driving them back. Oh, and now there's Berala forwards a bit slack. They should have moved up there and put that man in. They're waiting for him. Got to move up quicker. Holman on the attack again. It's almost up to the halfway line. Oh, I think he got the pass where there was a man outside him. Holman on the attack. Smith steps back in, looking for the gap. He got the ball back inside again. It's tackled there by Neil and George. Beatty. Smith takes for the grubber kick. Looks like it'll be a good kick. Richards goes back for it, knocks it on over the line. A scrum to pack down now. This one here is about 5 metres out from the Berala line. Quite a good kick. Berala would like this scrum win here. They'd like a scrum win here. 8-4 in the 1980 under-18 grand final. 2 tries to 0. Ball goes in. It almost looked like Sam Davison picked it up, but the referee wants it again. Ball steady in again. Comes out to Holman. Scrum win. Out on the Holman backs. He's coming across field. He's heavily tackled there. Neville Rolled and Tom Robbins there in that tackle. Now Holman on the attack again along their back line. They're inside the Berala 22. Knocks the ball behind. Holman on the attack again. Smith steps back in. He's looking for that. Looking for Smith. Oh, they just run the dummy half position. Berala come up with the ball. And we had Craig Neal. Down there, he got a bit of a kick, I think, as he went up. Tommy Robbins trying to step around the big forward. He's back into the forwards there. He's lost the ball. And a penalty here. Reaching for the ball by the Holman club. Tom Robbins seems to be limping back there. On his second game back from injuries, Craig Neal takes the tap. Out to Brisby. Brisby runs hard and strong, charges up into the forwards. Beattie into the dummy half position. And Beattie goes out to Neal. Out to Chris George, running hard and strong. Gets out to Terry Brown. Terry Brown, the winger, gets his pass back to Chris George. Chris George has split him up the sideline. He's going on his own. Chris George in the way. He'll score. He puts the pass back inside to Terry Brown, and Terry Brown will go over and score outside the post. And at the 3-point over, and it takes them under 11 points to 4 lead in the 1980 under-18 grand final. A great piece of work by Terry Brown all the way, mate. Made the break, backed up all the way. A great effort by Terry Brown. Great little footballer playing on the wing there, and number 2 for Berala. Good work by Chrissy George and all concerned now, and that puts Berala in a handy position now at 11 points to 4 in the lead in the 1980 under-18 grand final. Chrissy George looks a bit tired and weary as he comes back. And Craig Neal will take the kick. Craig Neal in centre field, almost centre field, just inside the 22-metre line to take the kick. I'd say they've almost got this wrapped up now at 11 points to 4 in the 1980 under-18 grand final. Just a couple of weeks ago, their price was blowing out, but I feel really behind everyone here today that they came in at about a 5-4 short favourite. Craig Neal to take the kick, comes in and lines it up, he kicks it and goes out and curl to the right and it's flagged away. So the score remains 11 points to 4, and this is the under-18 1980 grand final for the Western Suburbs Junior League. Holman to take the kick again as they kick off. Ball goes downfield. All taken there by Tommy Robbins, and Tommy Robbins runs it back up, straight up in through the forwards. And he cops an elbow in the face for his worth. Here we go now. Beattie running up in the dummy half position. Holman are trying to reef the ball. There's a penalty coming out of this. A little bit of spite creeping in from Holman now. Craig Neal takes the tap. Takes the tap out to Chris George. Chris George throws a dummy, goes on his own. He splits them through to the fence again. Throws another dummy, keeps on going. He brings play now well up into Holman's half. And he's lost the ball as he went through, and Holman came up with it. There's a penalty here. Reefing the ball now from the Berala players. Referee Collins has been fairly consistent here with his rulings today. Brings play now up onto the halfway. Holman take the tap. Get into the forwards. Oh, and they're down. Well tackled there by Steve Carmichael. Paul Brisby. Along the back line. Berala defence moving up. They've got to keep on moving up. Only somewhere around about 2 or 3 minutes to go in this game now, and Berala leading by 11 points to 4. The 1980 Premiership looks very, very neat at this stage. Holman now moving it back upfield. Loose ball there. They're diving on it. Whose ball is it? It's been ruled a knock back. Referee called out a Holman play here. I'd say there'll be a penalty go towards Berala out of this. Craig Neal's appealing there. And he goes another 10 yards here for the verbal abuse to the referee. Berala now. Craig Neal to take the kick to the line. the ball up. Brings play just short of the halfway. 5 metres in now. Beattie coming up to take the tap, looking for the ball. Ball comes up. Beattie takes the tap. Out to Beath, and Beath goes charging through the forward. Went close to the sideline there. Beath, he wasn't held, he was going to run again. Oh yes, there's going to be 6. Oh, Fenley there striking before the ball. Holman player there wanting to throw a punch too here. Another Holman player was coming into it. It'd be a nasty end this would be to a grand final if there's any more flare-ups here. The Berala captain being called in, Beath. I think we'll call in the Holman captain too, will he, for a discussion with all of them. I think the referee